I gotta start.
You're still an idiot. Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, Texas Art and Soul, and I am going to teach you how to make money teaching paint parties online, in person, and with art kits. But tonight we are doing the day one of 4 days events where I am going to be showing you today exactly how to paint this step by step. So get your paints out. If you don't have your paints, go ahead and have them ready so that you can watch the replay. And we are going to be doing this the next 4 nights. So go ahead and say hello. Let me know that you are on here. Let me know that you can hear me and that everything is good to go. And then I am going to start teaching you the first step, but I wanted to let you know, if you want to get the supply list as well as a marketing flyer, I don't know if the marketing flyer comes with that, but if you want to get the tracer, especially for those of you that are a little bit nervous. Hey, Lori. Hey, Kim. Oh my gosh, we have so many people jumping on. Hello, hello. I'm so glad it's working tonight. So this right here, what we're going to be using is to trace it with a little bit of carbon paper. So how many of y'all are excited about painting this? Hello, Pam from Corsicana. We have a lot of family in Corsicana. Hey, Dale. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Oh, good. Y'all can all hear me. This is wonderful. Wonderful news. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you want the tracer and the supply list, go ahead and text me. The number is in the comments as well as in the description, and you can grab the text, and when you text me, it'll immediately give you access to get that tracer, okay? So we're going to have some fun today. We are going to paint this entire painting step by step, and I am so happy to share this with you. So go ahead. And and I'm going to be giving away lots of Starbucks cards today. So I know not everybody loves coffee, but if you're like Pixie, you love some pumpkin bread. So I'm going to be sharing some stories with you, some new really cool stories that just happened this week, as well as giving away prizes. So I want to go ahead and give one prize away. Oh, Becky said, I saw your mini me today. Yes, Pixie was on here sharing her license plate. And by the way, thank y'all for doing that. That was so sweet. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Loretta. Okay, so let's go ahead and give another prize away before we start painting. Lana Davis Norris, you are the winner. So Lana Davis Norris, I am writing your name down. All you have to do is email support@texasartandsoul.com. And then me and Bobby, hopefully Bobby, me and Bobby are going to be shipping this to you, okay? Bobby's over there. He's like, really?
I got it.
He says he's got it. Oh, he's so good. Okay, y'all. So I'll be giving away prizes throughout the night, and I'm just so happy you're here. So here's the brushes I'm going to use. I'm going to use a chip brush. It's a 2-inch brush. You can get this at Michael's, Lowe's, wherever. You can even get it at Harbor Freight. I'm also going to be using a 1-inch flat brush, as well as just an easy liner brush, okay? So I'm going to be using all 3 of these brushes, and hello, Sarah, and I may be using a round brush here, okay? So what we're going to do first is grab some orange colors. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you, we decided to add in a contest, okay? So y'all know I love giving stuff away. We're going to have a contest for the most creative surface, which I did see somebody who painted a board last night. They painted a giant welcome board using the same painting. It was beautiful. Hey, Wanda, I'm so glad to see you too. And we also are going to have the most creative colors, and then we're going to have a contest for the most creative sunset. All you have to do to enter this contest is paint the painting, obviously, which I'm going to teach you right now, and then text it to me. Text a picture. So take a picture of your painting, text it to me, and then we're going to pick people at the end of this week, and we're going to give you, actually the prizes, I'm going to actually go through my art studio and fill up a whole box of goodies from my own art supply. So that's going to be the prizes, and I'm going to pick 3 of y'all for that. Okay, so grab the chip brush. I want you to grab some oranges. So all I did was get orange, yellows, and reds together, okay? So you can grab any colors. I'm going to be using orange twist. I'm going to be using a jack-o'-lantern orange. And if you want this supply list, remember, text me. You can grab the supply list and print it out. I'm also going to use a little bit of coral. Oh, Maureen, you're so excited. I'm so excited. So happy you're here. And then also a primary yellow, okay? We're going to have some fun because this is a really, really fun painting to do. And this tutorial, I paint it pretty fast. So I can probably paint it in under an hour, maybe even a little faster. So if you can't keep up with the speed, that's okay. So for example, if it's taking you a little bit longer, I'm going to use the darker orange first. If it's taking you a little bit longer, don't worry. You're going to be able to watch the replay on this. So do not worry. And then if you need my text number, it's in the description. So go ahead and text me. All right, I'm going to use the jack-o'-lantern orange first. But like I said, if you don't have this exact orange, it's okay. And I'm just going to basically make a line across the middle here, okay? And then all I want to do is start grabbing some of my color. So I'm going to get a little bit of that jack-o'-lantern orange in here. And I'm just getting some swipes of color. And how many of y'all are actually painting it, or are you going to watch the replay and then paint it again? Oh, Stephanie, thank you for letting me know. That's awesome. So, so happy. Okay, so I'm grabbing a little bit of that. And then all I'm going to do is just grab in some of this lighter orange. Now, this lighter orange is really fun. It's called an orange twist. And I just recently started using this color, as you know. Oh, good. Melissa, my cousin, she's painting with me. Good. See, okay, so once you add that orange twist on here, I want you just to pull like this. Grab and pull. Grab and pull. And remember, if you're watching the replay, as long as you text me by Thursday a picture of your finished project, you'll have a chance to win a big old box of fun supplies for my own personal art studio. And it's not used stuff. I have a lot of new things. So you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to get some cool stuff. So remember, I'm going to pick 3 of you. Okay, now I'm just going to add a little bit of red. Barely any red, okay? So I'm just going to dip it. And the red that I'm using is it this one? It's a berry red, okay? It's a berry red. And I want to give you a hint. For those of y'all that are teaching paint parties, let me know what your favorite Christmas red is, because I have the one that I just really think you should always use for Christmas. And it is very important because not all reds are created equal. So see how I'm just kind of grabbing this and just kind of pulling it in there? So a little bit of this berry red, but I would not use this red for Christmas. Yeah, Joanne, this is for beginners. Yep, this is totally for beginners. I'm going to be showing you a bunch of easy ways. Santa red, Erica, good guess. So the red that I recommend is called a Tuscan red. Janine says Christmas red or cardinal red, depending on what brand you're using. Those would probably be totally fine too. In the deco art world, the Tuscan red is a really, really, really great red. Yeah, Julie said Tuscan red. It makes the Christmas paintings pop. And it is so, so good when you're doing a Christmas painting. Okay, so I'm just pulling this through. I'm going to go back to that, that orange twist. A little bit of that orange twist. And again, see how I'm doing a little bit of a figure 8? A little bit of a figure 8. Nothing major. And then I'm going to go back to that darker orange. So this is where you can get really creative with your sunset, okay? Yes, Cynthia, I agree. Yes, definitely. It depends on the brand and it depends on the color. So you want to make sure if you're doing a Christmas party, which I know a lot of you on here teach Christmas paint parties, you want to make sure you have the right color red. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here and now I want to have a placement for the sun. So I have not rinsed my brush yet. I'm going to dip into the yellow paint. And all I'm doing, oh, thank you. All I'm doing is just grabbing the yellow. And again, just with a little bit of a wispy into that. See how it kind of gives it? And if it doesn't give it enough, I can add a little bit of white. Hold on. Let me get a little bit of white. Hold on, let's check that. Make sure. Okay. Just a little bit of white. to get that yellow to go even a little bit lighter. Just be careful not to get that white too close to your red if you don't want pink in it, okay? All right, so we have a little bit of that yellow in there, and we're just kind of giving the placement of a sun, not really that much. So again, some of y'all are going to blow this out of the water as far as your sunrises, and this is one of the competitions. So again, you don't have to be in the competition, but it's really, really fun, and I just love giving extra stuff away. Okay, so there we go. We kind of have a sunset going on here, okay? So I advise you to have a blast with that. Now, I'm going to rinse brushes. Oh, Polly, I know I should not do that. But that is how I've been doing murals for so many years that I get used to painting with a left hand, painting with a right hand. I've actually painted with both hands at once because you just get so used to painting and doing a lot of different things. Oh, me too. So happy. I love that y'all are talking to each other too in the chat. That's so awesome. Okay, so the next step, we basically need to get us a dark greenish and a little bit of black background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Hauser dark green. And again, you can use any. Hello, Sandy, I'm glad you found me. Hey, Vicki. Hello, Diane. I'm going to use a Hauser dark green. And then I'm going to use a little bit of black, okay? And I want to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to load up this brush. And again, for all of y'all that are joining us, if you want to get the tracer and the supply list for this, go ahead and text me. The link is in the description. And you can grab the tracer and the supply list so you can be ready because we are doing a 4-night event. Tonight is night 1. I'm so excited. It's all about teaching you how to have a mobile paint party business. And we're kicking it off tonight with this painting. So I'm going to grab a little bit. Actually, tomorrow you're going to see me teach Bobby and Pixie through a guinea pig paint party. So that should be very interesting. Wish me luck. Sometimes when you have family involved, it can go real good or it can go real weird.
I can't paint.
I did not know you were right.
Very sneaky.
He's very sneaky. Very sneaky, Bobby. Bobby, you want to say hi?
Hi. Don't spit that on your painting.
I meant show them your face.
I don't want to scare people.
Bobby's going to say hi real quick. There he is. So it could get weird. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure 99.9% it will be weird tomorrow. So just a heads up.
That's pretty much a guarantee.
That's pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much a guarantee. I did not know you were right there. You scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
You almost made me cuss on camera. Oh, speaking of not cussing, but speaking of something really cool I wanted to show you. Okay, so I am adding a little bit of green with a little bit of black. Okay, so I wanted to share something with y'all. So several weeks ago, we I said, Bobby, the cuss, and I said, oh, it reminds me of something. It reminds me of church. I don't know why that reminded me of church. But anyway, so what I wanted to tell you is several weeks ago, I was in church, and the reason this painting happened is because there was a song, and it had greater things are still ahead. You're not done yet. And I went ahead and wrote it on my arm as well, so you could see it. And so the coolest part about it was we were singing that song in church, and I wrote it down on my notebook. Well, yesterday, it was supposed to be the kickoff yesterday, and we had the tech issues. But what was so cool is that I walked into church, and the very first song they were singing was this song. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is crazy. I was like, that's the song that inspired this painting. And it was the first one that happened at church yesterday. So I thought that was kind of cool that had just happened. And that we had, this event happening, and it just came on. So I love that. Francesca says, I love this quote. I feel like this is my life. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So what I want y'all to think about tonight is all about positivity. Tonight is all about having fun. Tonight is all about creating a painting that you may think that you are not able to do, but I promise you with the step-by-step. And again, if you need the tracer, in the supply list, text me. The text number is there and you can get the full tracer. But like I said, I am teaching you right now how to do it freehand, but that doesn't mean you have to do it freehand, okay? So all I really want to do right now is just get coverage. I just want to get coverage. Yes, I think so too, Susie. I think those kind of things are just like confirmations. Like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? You know, I was like, how neat is that? That you know, this is the painting, and then I come in and it's like the exact song. Oh, so what I did to get this to go a little bit quicker is I added a little water to this brush, and see how it starts to just go on there a lot faster. So again, we're just getting that Hauser dark green with a little bit of black. So I thought that was really cool. And thank you all for being here. Greater things are still ahead. God knows our story. Yes, every single one of you have a story. Every single one of you have a story. And every single one of us has a choice on how we want to live our life. Okay, so I have a crazy story. I'm going to show you the next step, and then I want to tell you what happened with me and Pixie, and how this, and this just happened 2 days ago, so I have not shared the story. Oh, good, Cynthia. She says, I just texted, and I am excited about this. Yes, so if you have not downloaded the tracer and all of that, go ahead and download it, because we have a fun-packed week for y'all. This is day 1 of 4 days. And like I said, I'm going to be giving away prizes, which I'm going to give one away right now. Let me go ahead and pick another person for a gift card. We're doing $10 Starbucks gift cards. Let's see. Let's have Susan Bumpus. Susan Bumpus, if you would please, you are the next winner. If you would please email support@texasartandsoul.com, and you will get a $10 Starbucks gift card. And remember, guys, whenever you text me, when you text the word sunflower, what happens is an automated response comes up that says, click here to download your stuff. So whenever you text it, remember there's one more step to download, then you'll be able to get access to all this good stuff, okay? The tracer and all of that great stuff. Okay, so we have this on here. We're going to actually add in a little metallic into this area. But what I want to do is hit this with a quick blow dryer. And then I want to share this really cool next step with you. And then also I want to share a quick story about something kind of interesting that happened to me and Pixie. And hopefully, sorry, I got stuck. Hopefully it'll help y'all too. Okay, so close your ears just in case. It's not too loud, is it? Is it too loud? Oh, it's so good. Shelly, welcome. Is it your first time watching? So I haven't washed this brush yet. I did put the other brush in the water. Let me know in the comments how many of you have used metallic paint before. If you have not used metallic paint, hold on. This is the metallic that I'm going to use. It's an amethyst. Oh, good. I'm glad it's not too loud. It'll just take a second. Okay. All right. So the next step I want to do is I want to get the placement of the flower. Again, if you want the tracer, you can use the tracer, and you could even grab some black graphite paper. You could totally grab that, and you could use the tracer on this part, but I am going to show you how to freehand it, okay? Oh, good. We have a lot of people using metallic paint. That makes me so happy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just throw this in the water. Now I'm going to switch to my 1-inch flat brush, okay? 1-inch flat brush. Oh, good, Kathleen. I'm so glad y'all like this. The number to text is in the description. Okay, so the phone number to text is in the description. If you want to write it down, I'll say it. If somebody wants to type it out, 817-373-5478. Did y'all get that? I'll say it one more time. 817-373-5478. Shelly says, oh, I can't paint to save my life. I would not. Okay, so the paintings that I teach are beginner because I teach paint parties, and then I teach you how to do paint parties. So remember, they're actually beginner paintings, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you how to get this started. So basically what I want to do is take a little bit of yellow. Honestly, the yellow is just to get the placement of everything, okay? So I want my circle about right here. And let me see if y'all can see that. Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like a sun, right? Because it's a little hard to see, I'm going to do it in brown. Again, you can do this in yellow, but I'm just going to do it in brown so I can make sure y'all can see it, okay? So I'm going to fill this in because we're going to do the circle in brown anyway. Here's the great thing about painting. The greatest thing about painting is if you make any mistakes, you can go over stuff so easy. It's really easy to go over stuff, okay? So I'm going to grab that, and then all I'm going to do is just kind of start to place. So it's just almost like, let me go ahead and do it in a brown. I want to make sure y'all can see this, okay? So I'm just going to grab my round just so y'all can see this. Well, hello. I'm so glad some of y'all are first-time watchers. Welcome. Again, my name's Heidi Easley, and I teach people how to make money teaching paint parties. And this is night 1 of 4 nights where I'm going to be teaching you not only a painting, but then how to have your own guinea pig paint party, and then how to do so many other things with that. So we are opening up the doors to Paint Party Headquarters, and I am so excited to share with you just some tips and tricks because we open up the doors on Sunday. Okay, so I'm just going to draw on that down, and we're going to get kind of placement of this, okay? So here we have a little bit of, so it's almost like an eye. So we go out and we come back in, and we're just going to go over this, okay? Over this. Oh, Pam, hello. She's a first-time watcher. That's awesome. Okay, Karen says she has her first paint party next month. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Remember, if you get nervous, remember it's about them. It's not about you. And when you start to get nervous, I've had so many paint parties where I get really nervous, but it's really, if we turn it and it's about them, it changes everything. Let me do this in white. This may show it better. Okay, again, I'm just doing this in white so y'all can see it a little bit better, okay? It doesn't really matter what color I get it in because I'm going to be going over this anyway. Again, there is a tracer for this. So if you want the tracer, text me and then sign up to get the tracer. So if you're nervous about this part, we're just bringing in these shapes, almost like little eyeballs, and then they come out to a point, okay? So we bring it up and then bring it over. And then this one, I'm going to kind of get fancy with it and bring it over. Now, look at how we have these little ones kind of sneaky. They're kind of sneaky behind. So I'm just going to bring in little bitty ones in between. Just little sneaky ones behind. So we have a really good big sunflower, okay? Now, all I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to use this brush, my 1-inch brush, and I'm going to grab some of this yellow, and I'm just going to start filling it in, okay? We're going to add in some other layers here in a minute, but what I want to do right now is just kind of get a base coat of this yellow. Hey, Ann. Hey, Denise. Hey, Angela. Oh my gosh, yeah, Erica said, congratulations, you can do it. Yes, we can do this. I'm so excited for y'all's paint party. That's amazing. You can totally do it. And so what I wanted to share with you real quick is a story that happened on, was it Sunday? I think it was actually, it was Saturday night or Sunday. Anyway, this is crazy. I want to tell you just real quick, okay? So me and Pixie, we were in the grocery store and we were getting some groceries and we were about to check out. Well, we're behind this guy in line. And so he approaches the grocery clerk and he immediately does not say hi. He says, "You need to tell your beer guy if he doesn't get some bottles, I'm going to stop shopping here," in a really rude voice. And he was buying like a 12 pack of cans or something. And so I'm just like sitting here, like watching it, like, okay, how's that lady going to react? Like, how does he think that lady's going to react? And so she goes, well, I'll try to tell him, but he doesn't really listen. And she was kind of rude back. Then in a few seconds, you could tell he was very grumpy. And in a few seconds, he goes, "What button am I supposed to push? I don't know what button to push. I can't even see it. What button am I supposed to push?" And she's like, "Okay, push, the button here or whatever." And then he said something else and he's like, "Well, you just need to tell them to get bottles or I'm taking my business somewhere else." And in my head, I'm not trying to be rude, but in my head, I'm thinking, do you really think that lady cares if that guy takes his business anywhere else? Like, really? Like, the way he was so mean to her and rude to her, didn't even say hi or acknowledge that she was a human, and just pretty much like demanded, right, what was going on. And so then, he leaves and you could tell she was like, whatever, see ya. And I was like, okay, let's try something different. And so we walked up, me and Pixie, and immediately I said, "Hey, how's your day going?" And with a big smile. And she goes, "It's going good." And I was like, "Yeah," we just started chatting it up. And Pixie started like helping, put the groceries in the bag. And we just really started like, just a small conversation, like nothing big. We didn't talk about the guy who just left before her. I just literally was like, "How's your day? Is everything going good?" And she's asking me, and we're honestly talking about the weather and how the day was pretty, right? And so her reaction to me was a totally different reaction because, and here's the crazy part. We had this exact same action. He checked out groceries. I checked out groceries, but we had a totally different experience. Our experience was pleasant. His experience was not pleasant. And so we get in the golf cart, because we have a little golf cart that we drive to the grocery store in our neighborhood. And me and Pixie get in the golf cart and she's driving because we're practicing her driving skills. She's about to get her permit. And I said, "What do you think?" I said, "What did you notice about what happened at the grocery store?" I was like, what did you notice that happened between that guy and what happened between us?" And we just started talking about it. And the reason I wanted to share that with y'all is because we get to choose how we go through life. We get to choose every single day. So for example, last night we had some tech issues, right? And it was very, very frustrating. And I may or may not have said a cuss word because I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is insane." But I could have just been like, done, not doing it, events canceled, can't happen. No, but instead I thought, no, how can we change this? How can we problem solve? How can we show up and still have a good attitude? How can we make this still work? And now I get to be here with you and we get to have a lot of fun and we get to paint this beautiful sunflower. But what I think is so interesting is so many people go through life and they think that everything is I know some things are out of our control. I'm not saying that. But I think so many times we think that everything is just happening to us and it's out of our control. When really, you can totally change what happens by the way you treat other people. We had the exact same action and a totally different life experience. So I know that is a silly kind of like metaphor for life, but what I want you to get from that is if you're having a bad day, I want you to think about like, how am I treating people? How am I, showing up to, this thing? How am I talking to other people? And I thought it was really cool to be able to teach Pixie that this guy was a jerk and had a bad experience and he left grumpier than he came in. And, we were able to be nice to the lady, and immediately she returns niceness to us. And so I feel like, it's so true. What you put out is what you get back. And I think it's just really important. And I know that has, not a lot to do with painting, but it has a lot to do with just life. And especially those of you that are trying to start a business. I'm going to rinse my brush. We're going to add more to this, but I want to go ahead and grab some green. And Terry says it's true. Most people respond with kindness when you treat them with kindness. And even if you don't, you get to stay in a better place. It's a choice. So, so true. The reason I wanted to share this story is because we have, and I'm about to do another giveaway too. And the reason I wanted to share this story is because we have a choice as how we want to show up as a business owner. So again, somebody just posted, I have a paint party coming up and they're so nervous about it. And I want you to remember, I've, have been teaching paint parties for over 13 years. And I know when I make it all about me, I get nervous. But when I make it about them and how can I help the person coming in that's freaking out or nervous or excited or whatever, then it changes everything. So I really hope that that story helped you. I know for Pixie, I felt like it was kind of a good lesson to show her that, we get to make this, experience of life, which is very, very, very short in the grand scheme of things. We get to make this experience of life, as happy or as dreadful as we want. And I don't know about y'all. Let me know in the comments, but I choose happy. I don't want to choose dreadful. I have this quote on my computer. It says, go ahead, suffer. Call me when you're done. And I think it's so important that we remember we have a choice. We have a choice of how we want to show up. Okay, so this next color I'm going to be using is a festive green. You can also use kind of like a Kelly green, anything like that. Okay. Oh, good, Lisa. Good. Okay, so I'm going to grab this, and what I'm doing is just bringing this stem down. So I'm just going to grab here and just kind of bring this down here. Oh, I'm so happy. I agree. I choose happy. I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm so, so glad. Yeah, again, I know we can't all be happy all the time. I can assure you, after 4 times of trying to go live and having tech issues, I was not happy. But we still have to go, okay, it is what it is. How can we make it better? How can we problem solve all of those things? Okay. So I think, we can't just be, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. I know that. But I really think that we have to remember that, even as a business, I saw somebody post today in Paint Party headquarters and they're like, I just want to give up. And they were just so, so tired and exhausted and not sure what to do. And I'm like, that's how, business is not for the weak. If you're going to do a paint party business, there's going to be times where there's going to be things that we come up against that are hard. And what I recommend you doing is taking a break, giving yourself grace, all those things that you can do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just bring in a little bit of a leaf here. But I think it's so important to give ourselves grace, to give ourselves a little time, to just know that, okay, sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes we have to have a break. Sometimes we have to take some deep breaths. I'm a big, big praying girl. So I'm all about praying for God to show me opportunities, but then taking massive action and taking inspired action. Let's see. So I have a little bit going on right here. What I'm going to do is bring this down. And then I'm just going to, from the back of this, start a little bit up. And I'm going to drop it. Then you're going to drop it. And then I'm going to bring this over. Okay. I'm going to bring this over like this. Okay. So now we have 2 leaves. So this one's kind of going on the same. Oh, yeah. It catches on and comes through on here. Heidi, you were always happy on this. I love that. Oh, thank you, Carol. Yeah, I mean, life is too negative out there. This is a happy place. If you don't want to be happy, this ain't the page. Okay. All right. So we have a little bit of that going on. Now, what I want to do is I want you to just take that same green. All we're going to do is just place in some little pieces. Okay. So let me go ahead and pick one more winner. And we're going to pick a couple more winners throughout the night. But I love all of these people that are saying happy, happy. I love all of that. I don't know how to be a cranky pants. I can be a cranky pants. I'm not saying I can't, but definitely better whenever we do that. Okay, Laura English. She says, pick me, pick me, pick me. Laura English, you have been chosen. Laura English, you are the next winner. All you have to do is email support@texasartandsoul.com and say you won a $10 Starbucks gift card, and we will get that in the mail to you. Okay, so now what I want you to do is grab that same green. We're just going to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 of these lines. Now, I want you to see how we're doing this, okay? And we're just going to kind of grab it. Oh, actually, before we do that, I have something else I want y'all to do. Okay, we're going to go back to our chip brush. Okay, so don't forget, we're going to go back to our chip brush. You can either dry your chip brush, or if you have a few extra, I have one that's dry already. What I want to do is just add in some of this messy greenish, okay? So I'm just going to take some of the green. I'm just going to dip it into there, okay? And then I'm going to grab a little bit. Oh, good, Jill. She says, got on your text alerts. Yeah, if you want to get the sunflower tracer, text me sunflower. Text sunflower. Okay, so I'm just going to dab this. I might dab a little off, and then I'm just going to kind of dab into here, okay? Again, this is not a realistic version of a sunflower. Okay, let's see. Laura says, I spent a lot of years being miserable and unhappy, and 20 years ago when I got a divorce, I realized my happiness was up to me, no one else. Took a while to learn that lesson. Oh, man. You know, I'm so sorry about your divorce. I'm very happy that you have learned the lesson that your happiness is up to you. I hear a lot of times people say, well, if my husband would do this, or if so-and-so would do this with me, or if, you know, we put a lot of expectations on our family, like if they were to do this, if, like all those things, then it really can, you know, we have to take personal responsibility. We have to take personal responsibility for our actions, for our happiness. You know, me and Bobby have been married. We're about to go on 24 years, and I love him with all my heart. But I also know, you know, yes, he makes me happy, but I can't depend on him to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he makes me happy, but I also know I have to always be working on myself. And that's one of the biggest things you're going to learn as, you know, any of y'all doing a business is, it is the biggest self-help development course ever. You're going to learn more. And again, I'm going with green, and I'm going with a little bit of yellow. Okay. You're going to learn, and I'm dabbing it off a little bit on this paper. You're going to learn more about yourself than you probably even wanted to. There are things, especially I've learned, I'm like, I do not like that about myself. And then we have to change, you know, we have to grow, and it's not easy work, but I'm very thankful that you're able to realize that. And I think it's true. We have to be feeding our mind with good things. We have to feed our mind with good things. I tried to watch a show last night, and oh my gosh, like, I mean, there's some shows I like. I'm so obsessed right now with what is that show? Big Sky. Oh my gosh, I love that show. Big Sky is so good. If you like that kind of stuff. But there was another show I put on, and every freaking 5 minutes, I was like, what are they doing? Like, it was just bad. Like, it was so bad. And I was like, I'm not one of those people that I'm like, well, I started a series, I got to finish the series. No, if you have a feeling of like, oh, this isn't, you know, doing good for my brain, like, turn it off. You can easily turn stuff off. And again, put stuff in your brain that's positive, inspiring, and that's going to move you to the goal that you really want. Okay, so here we go. we have just dabs of color. I'm just trying to get some color in here. I'm also going to go to just straight yellow. And then I'm going to grab in just a little bit down here. Okay. Just a little bit into here. Just straight yellow, just little bits. Oh yeah, Heartland. I heard that's really good too. And so everybody said, oh my gosh, Schitt's Creek is hilarious. I love that show. I was so sad when it ended. Oh my gosh. And it gets funnier. So when I first started watching it, I was like, I don't know about this. And then I kept watching it, and it like gets funnier and funnier every single season. Let's see. Have you stopped writing words of encouragement? No, Joyce, I got it right here. So for those of y'all that are new to me, I try to write something on my arm because I'm terrified of getting a tattoo. I'm not against them. I really want them, but I'm terrified. So this, I wrote, the greater things are still ahead. Yes, Brendan, I can. Yeah, I can see them. Greater things are still ahead. You're not done yet. So it's part of our painting that we're doing here. Now I'm going to grab the green, just this bright Kelly green here. And then I'm going to bring it and just grab it and just start bringing in some lines here. Okay. And again, for those of y'all that are new to me, I teach people how to make money teaching paint parties. And I am sharing over the next 4 days. Today is the full tutorial. If you can't get the painting painted tonight, you have till the end of the week if you want to be a part of the contest. And then the contest, I'm going to be going through my art studio and just packing a bunch of fun stuff. And then we are leading to the big opening of Paint Party headquarters. So for those of y'all that are new to me, this will be our 3rd year anniversary of Paint Party headquarters, where we teach you, we give you marketing. We give you, actually, I'm going to add some leaves on here. Let me show you how this is. We're going to, Bryant, I'm with you on that. Yeah, no more truck stops for me for sure. Not after watching Big Sky. So what we're doing is we're opening the doors on Sunday to Paint Party headquarters, and we give you painting rights. So for example, if you love this painting, you can actually teach this painting and make money with it as a member of Paint Party headquarters. Any of my paintings. So if I go live and create a new painting, I take pictures of it and give designs and marketing materials to everyone inside of Paint Party headquarters. I also teach you how to build your social media. Oh, you scared me. Bobby keeps scaring me. He's like a creeper over there. We're talking about Big Sky, so I'm on edge. I'm on edge thinking about Big Sky. So we give you a social media trick, a marketing tip, things like that every month. And then I'm a big, this is totally optional, but I'm a big believer in prayer and how, God can really help our businesses. And so I hold, and again, it's totally optional. So we have a lot of people, we have over 2,000 members in Paint Party headquarters. So if you're not a praying girl, that's totally fine, or a guy, we have guys in there too. You don't have to be a part of this. It's totally optional, but we do once a month, we do a prayer and gratitude meeting. The reason why is when I started Paint Party headquarters 3 years ago, I get emotional thinking about it. I could not have this business and not thank God for it, and not show other people the reason why I feel like this business is so successful is because I know that that I pray, and I know God does big things, and I pray for big miracles, and I dream big, and I pray big, and I know that when you're doing a business, sometimes we think it's all in our hands. When I'm a big believer, and I know not everybody believes the same, but I'm a big believer in thinking that God has a big part of this, and He has a reason for it, and so that's optional. You don't have to be a part of that. There's a lot of people in Paint Party headquarters that don't go to the prayer and gratitude meeting, and you totally don't have to. It's just once a month that we do that. And then we also have really cool I had a burnt sienna somewhere. I don't know where it went. We also have a really cool like Q&A, and then the other really awesome thing that we do, it's a brainstorm session where I get all of the, and I'm going to use a round brush with some brown paints until I can find my burnt sienna. But basically, I'm just grabbing this and bringing it around.
I don't know what sienna is. Or I can burn it if I find it.
Don't burn it. Bobby's going to burn some sienna.
What color is a sienna?
It's like a weird brownish. I thought I put it in this box right here.
The only brown was that one.
We can just use this. It'll be fine.
There's a honey.
No, I don't want no honey. I mean, I like honey, but I don't want honey for this. So I'm just adding a circle, and then I'm going to add this on here. But the other thing is the brainstorm session. So here's the thing. Like, I have a ton of trainings in there, and we'll talk more about this later in the week. I have a ton of trainings in there, but there's something about talking to other people doing a paint party business that that isn't me, you know, because you're gonna learn and hear from me, you know, a lot, right? But there's something about getting in a brainstorm session with other people that are like, hey, I just sold, you know, 20 kits, or, you know, like Geneva, who says, y'all don't give up. I went from no one signing up for parties to people booking months in advance, you know, and she's in our group. And so that's the coolest part about this, is it's like this, you know, everybody, you know, sharing and all of that cool stuff. And then marketing materials, I wanted to show you real quick. This is the coolest part too, is we get everything ready for you. So it's almost like a library where you just grab and go. So you don't have to come up with on-trend paintings. We have them totally ready for you, including the tracers, the marketing materials, everything ready so that you can just grab and go. Flyers, all of that stuff. So in addition to, you know, tons and tons of paintings, we have everything ready for you to grab. Okay, so here we go. I'm just adding a little dot, and then this is just the background for these flowers. So you can see with this one little brush, I'm just doing a dot, grabbing and pulling. It's really all it is. We're just getting a little base on it. Oh, Karen says, I met so many friends and love Heidi and family. Oh, thank you for saying that. Oh my gosh, Tara, we would love to have you back. Yeah, so we open the doors on Sunday, and it's $37 a month, and you can cancel at any time, and it ends, like, we will never have that price again. This will be the last time we're doing it at $37 a month. So if you're interested in Paint Party Headquarters, again, we open on Sunday, so be ready for that. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm like all creeped out from Big Sky. He gets me all scared. You can't be creeping up on me.
I ran up the stairs. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm talking. I did not hear.
I'll try to be louder.
Yeah, be like announce. I don't want to get
10 full on my feet.
I don't want to be scared.
Make a crunchy sound.
He's a weirdo. It's real weird.
Huh?
Nothing. Okay, I'm adding a little bit more brown. This is a dark chocolate brown. I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in. This is where you can start to get real creative, start adding in some fun stuff. So many cool things, okay? So we're going to go ahead and add that in. And now I'm just going to grab in a little bit of that brown again, and we're just going to start to bring in not exact outlining, but just kind of adding it in, okay? So just kind of adding it in, just a little bit like that, and just having some fun. Oh, Denise, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, Big Sky is scary. Yes. Well, not to everybody. I'm kind of a chicken. So I'm kind of a chicken. So I've actually, like, I would not have watched this show 10 years ago, but now that I'm a little older, I don't know. I just bet in the past. Oh my gosh, I would be so scared. So scared. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I mean, I know sometimes people think it's fun to be scared, but oh my gosh. So we when I was in my 20s, we would go to Fright Fest at Universal Studios. Have y'all ever been to those? When we lived in Florida? And I remember I went the first year, and Bobby was like, come on, go into a haunted house. And I was like, so scared. I went in the haunted house. I cried the whole time. And then I was like, nope, never, ever, ever again. And then I ended up like staying outside, like basically waiting around, like terrified. This is a 6-inch round, or I'm sorry, a 6 round. It's just a round size 6. And so I was so terrified, so scared. And then I just kind of sat around as like, the scare zones and stuff happened. Well, then the next few years I was like, I'm not going. I'm too scared. Well, now we started going to the one at Six Flags here in Texas, and it's not near as scary. Well, Bobby, again, like a decade later, talks me into going through the haunted house. They were not supposed to touch me. They grabbed me, and I was screaming and running and crying the whole way. So now I'm like, nope, no more haunted houses. I'm done with haunted houses. Okay, so I'm going to add in a little bit more of that lighter orange. See how when you start to add it in, it starts to give it some dimension and just kind of some whimsical fun. Okay, just kind of add in. If you want to get fancy and add in a little bit more of, the darker orange, you can. See how if I just grab it in there and just start to pull it in. And again, this is where some of y'all, want to kind of go crazy, have fun with it. I saw somebody put this on a porch leaner, so I know she's going to be up for grabs for the prize. Again, I'm giving away 3 big boxes of stuff from my own home studio. All you have to do is when you paint yours, text me a picture, and then Linda, you're doing the jack-o'-lanterns. All you have to do is text me a picture of what you did, and then we're going to pick 3 winners, probably on Thursday, maybe Thursday night, for part of the end of this big event. Oh, look what happened there. If you got a little mistake, just wipe it off. You can use a baby wipe, but I know I'm going to put purple over that, so I'm just going to rub it in. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Can I do my painting and take my time to get it done? Yes, Shirley. So this is going to be recorded, and then it'll be on replay. And then for all of y'all on Paint Party headquarters, we'll have everything. We'll have the marketing pack. We'll have all the stuff that you need, everything. So yeah, if I'm going a little too fast, like I said at the beginning, I tend to paint pretty fast, but then you can rewatch it and add to it. Okay, you can rewatch it and pause it and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to kind of grab in some of that darker orange and just start to blend. Really just have fun kind of blending it. And you can even go into the yellow and just add in some yellow and just really have a good time. Painting is so healing. So healing. So yeah, so for those of y'all that are brand new to me, let me know if you are brand new. I know some of y'all know. Oh yeah, Catherine, if you win the gift card, give it to somebody else, or like Pixie does, buy the pumpkin bread. It's delicious. It's so delicious. Oh my gosh. Starbucks has a lot more than just coffee. They have some good stuff. Okay, so I added that in there. Now what I want to do is just take some of that black paint. I'm going to grab the liner brush. Oh my gosh, we have so many newbies. Well, for those of y'all that are brand new, again, my name's Heidi Easley. I'm going to grab a little bit of black and just add it into here. And I teach people how to make money teaching paint parties. And over 10 years ago, we went bankrupt to business owner. We lost everything. And I know I kind of chuckle when I say that. I didn't always chuckle when I say that, but it's one of the best things that ever happened to me and my family. And before you, think I'm crazy, I just want to tell you, it taught us so much. And it led me to opening my very first business, a surfboard painting business. And I ended up, creating these mini surfboards, wooden surfboards, and sold over 1,000 of them in just 2 months, which meant this girl who took forever to paint one painting. It would take me like a year to paint one painting. I ended up in less than 2 months painted 1,000 little miniature paintings, which created a lot of money for my family. And so out of bankruptcy, we started a business, and it was intense. But what happened through that is it, showed me that anything can happen even out of something bad. And so I know that, sometimes we think that, well, so and so hasn't been there, or they haven't done this, or we all have a story. And I'm going to add a little bit of white here, y'all. We all have a story, and we all have things that we're going through. And so I want you to think about, now when I think about my bankruptcy, I actually smile because it changed our whole life. It changed the possibilities of what can happen in my life. It changed my work ethic. It changed, I was already a hard worker, but it changed the way I spend my money. It changed the way that I look at money. It changed the way that I know God, told me that I can do painting, and I can create, and I can, this was my gift, and I can use it. And so there's just so much good that happened through there that I can't be mad at it now. I cannot, it was a time that was really, really hard and embarrassing, and just so many sad things that happened during that time. But it also taught me so much that I'm so incredibly grateful for. And so now we have this on here. What I'm going to do is turn my brush over, and I'm going to grab some browns and some blacks. Okay. Some browns and some blacks. And I'm just going to start dabbing. And if I miss your comment, I'm going to try to go back and read these tonight and tomorrow. So I'm so thankful. Cindy says, I love watching you. You're such an inspiration. Thank you for allowing the replay for us. I can't wait to get started. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you start. Sue says, if we don't go through bad times of some sort, we won't seem to develop empathy or the ability to help others. That is so true. Oh my gosh, so true. And yeah, if I didn't have that traumatic experience of feeling so alone and feeling so like, I was never going to get to the next step. When you're 20, when you go bankrupt in your late 20s, I wasn't mature enough to realize that you get a lot of chances like in this life. I'm going to use some black for dots here. You get a lot of chances in this life. And I think, I was so young when we, lost our house and lost everything, that I just thought, like, that's it. Like, I screwed up. I don't get another chance. I didn't realize. Now I know we have multiple chances. God's mercies are new every day. We can choose to wake up and choose a different path. We can, like, all of these things, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that at the beginning. I actually didn't know how much of a blessing that kind of tragedy in my life, really helped me and has helped me even to this day. So I'm very grateful. And it does give me empathy. It gives me empathy for people who are wanting to start a business, and they're in that, kind of, stuck in that stuck stuff, and they don't know what to do. When I started my paint party business, I didn't have, I couldn't go get a credit card to go get all the supplies. And that's why I teach you a profit every party. That's why I teach you to not go get a loan and all of that stuff. I teach you to, like, grab what supplies you have, like, do the things you can, and just make it happen, and then build it as you go. So that's really what I did. And I really think that that it's really important to do that, to just, build as you go, make a profit every party. And that's what I really, really strongly teach. Okay, so see how there's some brown and some whites in here? All I'm going to do is take my liner brush, and just let me know, y'all, how you're doing. If you're doing great, go ahead and put yes, doing good. Crystal says you have to go through sometimes to receive the blessing. Yes, so true. Wow, sounds like an awesome program. Thank you for the explanation. Oh, so cool. Okay, so I'm going to grab this brown right here, and I'm going to just kind of add in a little bit to these leaves, okay? Just a little brown to these leaves, and just a little bit in here. Again, nothing major, just kind of getting some variation, okay? Some variation. And for those of y'all that see the painting behind me, That is an open frame that I bought from Hobby Lobby. So this is a canvas, but this is just an open frame, an open back frame. You see that? So you can actually make your paintings look really professional by just buying one of those open back frames. It's really, really cool. Oh, hello, Rita. Hey, Karen. Yes, y'all can totally paint, like watch the replay and paint this. And like I said, I'm going to be announcing winners for the most creative sunset or sunrise. And I'm also going to do and announce a winner for the most creative surface. So I know some of y'all have been putting these on porch leaners. You might have a different, oh my gosh, we had some crazy submissions. The last painting thing we did, oh my gosh, we had somebody paint on a toilet. We had somebody paint on their recliner. We had somebody paint on their husband's back. That one for sure won. That was very interesting. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Okay, so we just added a little bit of that. Okay. Now what I want to do is now that this is a little bit dry, I'm going to grab this brush again, the 6th round, and then I'm going to, yeah, Erica says, I remember the husband's back. I'm going to grab some yellow. So I'm just going to dip it into the yellow. Yes, Judy, you'll be able to replay and pause this. Again, if you text me and you sign up for the tracer, we're going to be sending out the replay. So if you want to get the replay, we'll post it on YouTube. I'm just going over those so it has a little bit of a background of that brown. So we don't want to cover the brown totally. So yeah, so if you want to be able to make sure you can see this, go ahead and text me and then sign up to get all the details. So when you text the word sunflower, it will automatically respond with all of the details. And then whenever you get all of those details, then that's where you can, we'll be emailing you about day 2, day 3, all of that stuff. And again, it's leading up to us opening the doors on Sunday for Paint Party headquarters. So we're really excited. This will be the last time we offer it at $37 a month. So anybody who is already in Paint Party headquarters, don't worry, your price is never going to go up. And then those of y'all that sign up, this will be the last time we offer it at $37, so you'll be locked into that price. Okay, so we have that on there. What I want to do is take this round brush with yellow, and we're just giving the illusion. We're just giving the illusion, and this part's really simple, y'all. Watch this. Really simple. Just blobbing. I love this. I love to blob. And y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, for those of y'all wanting to teach paint parties and you feel like you have to have an art degree or you got to be the best painter, first off, I know I'm not the best painter. So if those of y'all are being mean on here, just know I realize I'm not the best painter in the world. Secondly, you don't have to have an art degree to throw a paint party. It's different than teaching a fine art lesson. We are having fun art. We're having fun. We're blobbing. We're swooshing. Seriously, nothing major is happening here. And it's more about throwing a fun event than it is about you standing up there and being the best artist in the world. So I want you to hear me whenever I say you don't have to be the best artist. If it makes you feel better, I have my communication degree. I have my psychology minor, and then I have my associates in art, which meant I took a very few art classes. So I am pretty much all self-taught, and I have, kind of a whimsical design. But yeah, it's not about, it's really, y'all, it's not about having the best, I'm just adding a few little dots down here. It's not about having I have an art degree with this, all of that kind of stuff. So I want y'all to make sure that that you know that, so you don't feel intimidated if you want to start teaching a paint party or two. Okay, I'm going to grab a little bit of white, and I'm just going to kind of add in a line here for my leaves. Again, just a very simple line, just to give some. And I kind of hold my pinky. And I cannot wait to see y'all's. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what y'all's are going to look like. Okay, just bringing it in. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the stuff here. I'm just going to add a little bit of white to all of these, okay? Let's see, Wendy says, nobody leaves a paint party trying to be Picasso. They want to paint with their friends and have a lot of fun. Yes, Wendy, it's about the socialization and just kind of being together. Of course, we want to leave with something fun that we're proud of, but it's more about hanging out with people in a paint party environment than it is as far as like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm taking an intense art lesson. That's a totally different type of class. Okay, I don't teach you how to have intense fine art workshops. That's not my skill set. I can teach you how to have paint parties all day long, but if you want to learn how to teach, you know, fine art, I'm not your girl. I'm not your girl for that. But if you want to learn how to throw a really great paint party and makes, you know, a profit every party, I'm your girl. All right, so I'm going to add a little black to the center of these. I'm just going to grab this bigger brush, so it's really fun and easy to just grab it and just kind of add in a little bit of black right in there in that center part. Okay, see how simple that was? Just blop, blop, blop. Yes, Tammy, there will be a replay, and if you text the word sunflower to my phone number is 817-373-5478. And if you text the word sunflower and then sign up, you'll get access to all the details that are happening this week. Okay, so again, this is a 4-day event. I'm going to be teaching you some really cool stuff this week. Okay, so let me grab this color. Now, this is where you might want to use this or get fancy and use something else. This is amethyst, okay? Amethyst right here. Amethyst is a purplish metallic. And what I'm going to do is just kind of right here on this border, is just kind of grab it and pull it over, okay? I'm just going to grab it and just kind of pull this into here. Now, whenever you're using metallic paint, sometimes it has a little bit of a sheen. So you want to make sure it's really, really shook, okay? Let me shake this. Oh, that's awesome. Julie says, I think one of the first paintings I saw of you doing was the whimsical painting of Zentangles. I think it was your mailbox. And I remember just loving your style. Oh, thank you so much, Julie. And I love doing Zentangles. I have a plan for my art studio to do some really cool Zentangles on the wall. So if I do it, I'll make sure to do a time lapse so I can share it with y'all. Okay, so I'm going to bring this into here. Let me show you up close. And y'all, this is new for me to not use turquoise. I am usually a turquoise girl. So usually I don't do any painting without a turquoise, but I wanted to give a different perspective because I know, especially in Paint Party headquarters, we're teaching paintings all over the world. And I know just having different shades and different colors is a good idea. So I was really trying to not use turquoise on this at all. So I'm really, really proud of myself. Yeah, Cass says I love turquoise. Okay, so I'm grabbing this and just kind of dabbing it again. Real technical art terms here. We're going to dab. We're going to dab it. So again, if you don't have the exact colors, do you have to have the exact colors? You do not. You do not have the exact color. You don't have to have the exact colors. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a little black with this. Not much, just a smidge, okay? Just to kind of give a little bit of a shade here. Just a little black. And just get a little bit on your brush. And then we're just kind of dabbing it in. Just to give it. This is so much fun, by the way. If you have not painted this one yet, or you're watching it and you're thinking, oh, I'll paint this before the end of the week, while you are hopefully inspired, do this before the inspiration leaves you, okay? I know, like, sometimes I'll have a really cool project I see and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I take action right away. The next day I go and I get the supplies and I start painting it. But then if I wait like 2 or 3 or 4 days, the next thing you know, I'm like, the inspiration passes us, right? So if you want to paint this painting and potentially have a chance to using it for your paint parties, don't wait, okay? Take inspired action. Take inspired action. And again, tomorrow I'm going to be teaching you how to do a guinea pig paint party. I'm going to use that orange twist, and it is the easiest way. If you are anywhere near interested in painting or teaching paint parties, it is the easiest way to start a paint party business. And you're going to see me teach my husband and my daughter in a guinea pig paint party setting. Again, I've taught hundreds of paint parties, and I have tons of paint parties, and you can look on my Texas Art and Soul page and see some of my paint parties. But I'm going to show you how the fastest way for those of you that are brand new and you're like, I want to do this, but maybe I can't go and teach at a location, or maybe I'm scared. I'm going to show you how to do this just at your house to get your to kind of get over your fear. Okay, so I wanted to share with you Dana. She says, I was reading some of the posts from Paint Party Headquarters. She said, I'm doing my first paint party tonight. She owns a dance studio and she's holding it in her dance studio. She says, I'm super nervous. I'm obviously not shy when it comes to being a teacher and in front of people. I've been teaching dance for 18 years, but this is so out of my comfort zone. Also, my party is sold out. I am able to take 12 right now because of COVID restrictions where I am, but I'm also so incredibly excited to have a sold out party for my first. Oh, that is amazing, Dana. I love that so much. Okay, so we have our colors here. Now I'm going to show you how to trace, okay? And how to trace. Lana says, do you have a room at your house for people to come to? And no, I do have an art studio. I used to not always have an art studio. I do have an art studio, but in the past I have had a place where people would come and I would teach them. I did a kids camp one year, but honestly, I don't recommend doing that, and I don't do that currently. I think because, I don't know, I just like having my space, and I like the way I teach you to do it is I teach you to go to country clubs, to all different kinds of places. There's a zillion different places that you can teach at. I've taught, at a barn. I've taught in a horse barn. I've taught in gyms. I've taught outside. I've taught at country clubs. I've taught at neighborhoods. Let me know if you teach paint parties where you have taught before, because it'll open your eyes to see that you don't have to have people at your house. And I actually prefer not to do that. Heidi, you're going to be beyond blessed. Oh, Annie, you are so sweet. Thank you for saying that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me grab another winner and let me show you how to do this tracer, okay? So this is really important to me. Again, like I said, let's see. Kentrell says, I'm scared, but I really want to do that. Kentrell, tune in tomorrow night, okay? 6 p.m. tomorrow night. I'm going to be sharing with you how to do a guinea pig paint party. And I'm telling you that it is easier than you think, okay? I'm telling you it is easier than you think. And then also the categories we're going to have for the winners. We are going to have, remember, most creative surface. So if you want to paint this with me, you have until Thursday to text me a picture. Sorry, I'm trying to find a pair of scissors. You have till Thursday to text me a picture, and we give you this tracer. So if you text the word sunflower, you're going to get this tracer, and I'm going to show you how to not have to freehand. Okay. We do this in all of our Paint Party Headquarters stuff. We have SVGs like crazy. We have so many resources. Again, Paint Party Headquarters was created because I was teaching full-time, doing paint parties full-time, and my biggest hiccup was having time to create the next on-trend painting. Like that was literally like the part that kept stopping me. And so what I really wanted to share with y'all is how you can just grab and go. Grab and go. Okay, let me go ahead and name the prizes okay, so here's the contest. We're going to have the most creative surface. So if you paint on a wooden board, if you paint on a porch leaner, whatever, and we're going to have the most creative colors. So if you do different colors, and then we're also going to have the most creative sunset. Okay, so if you have a different sunset, we're going to be looking for that. You can text me a picture of it. And then we're going to be picking 3 big winners where I'm going to be grabbing stuff out of my art studio. New stuff. It's not going to be used stuff. I have a ton of stuff. I'm just going to be packing up some fun boxes, and 3 of y'all that text me your images will be winners. Okay, so let's have Loretta Lynn. We have a Loretta Lynn on here. Loretta Lynn, you're the next winner of the $10 Starbucks gift card. If you will please email support@texasartandsoul.com, we will send you a $10 gift card. Okay, email your address. All right, so here's how you do it. So you just grab it. You can use the back of a paintbrush. You can use a pencil, whatever. So really you just want to hold it, make sure your paper is there, and just trace it. Okay, so the main thing is when you trace it, before you get too into it, you just want to double check. Okay, so I think I'm going to need to use a pencil. A pencil or a ballpoint pen would work well too. So I'm just going to trace it. Let me make sure y'all can see that. Oh, thank you, Gina. She says your paintings are so fun to paint. Yeah, I really have been trying so hard to get really great paintings for y'all for your paint party businesses. So again, for those of y'all that are in Paint Party Headquarters, my goal is to really help you take the time away so you can, a lot of y'all are working full time and you're doing this on the side. And I know from experience from teaching paint parties full time, I was a teacher for 10 years, and trying to do this and come up with the next new design. And what I have learned is you don't need hundreds and hundreds of paintings to have successful paint parties. You just need a couple of really great designs, and you can have a very successful paint party business, whether you're wanting to just teach one a month for some extra vacation money, or whether you're wanting to teach way more. So again, I really love the idea that I can provide just a grab and go. It's almost like, okay, I need that design. And the other cool thing is if you already are a painter, so those of you that are painters, Jennifer, you've taught too. Oh my gosh. Gina says, I am teaching full-time right now. It is very hard. Yes, I couldn't even imagine what you are going through right now. I was a teacher for 10 years and it was hard then. I can't imagine what all you are going through now. I have lots of family and friends who are still teachers, and not my husband, my brother, he's a superintendent. So we hear a lot of stuff that's happening right now in the school district. So I definitely feel for y'all. I know it's not an easy job for sure. But yeah, so my job is to help this part be easy. So, when you're a member of Paint Party Headquarters, you don't have to try to reinvent this. You get it exactly like that. Tina, go ahead and text Sunflower, but you're in Paint Party Headquarters. So if you go to the very top of Paint Party Headquarters, you'll see. But as far as like being a part of the contest, you're going to text 817-373-5478. Okay, so what this does, if you get some graphite paper from Amazon or from, Staples or even Walmart, look at how it puts it on there. And now I can use a little baby wipe for some of it if it's not coming off. But now I can just grab this, or I can, oh my gosh, Diane, 45 and a half years. Dang, girl. Oh my gosh, you need an award. I hope you got an award. Can we all just applaud her? Wow, Cheryl, 35 years. Debbie, 33 years. Diane, Debbie, Cheryl, congratulations. Y'all went for it. Oh my gosh. Y'all are amazing. That is so impressive. I lasted 10 years. I lasted 10. So all you do now is you can use a paint pen, and you can also use a liner brush if you want. So I just usually grab a liner brush, and then make sure, hold on real quick, let me grab my black. You want to make sure your paint, when you're doing this kind of stuff, is fresh. So you don't want to paint, you don't want paint that's like kind of starting to, what's the word? Starting to get too old. You want to make sure it's okay. You want to make sure it's going to really do good. But yeah, so that's kind of the cool part about having access to all of these designs, especially if you're a painter. So you could actually book a party. You could book a party without, if you can paint this, for example, like as an artist, we kind of can look at a painting and see if we can paint it or not. So I know some people in Paint Party headquarters, they're still at the level where they're still learning to paint, and that's totally fine. We have tons of tutorials where they can learn to paint. But those of you that are already at the level where you're like, yep, you can see a painting and you can paint it, then you can already go ahead and literally like book a party. And then if the party makes, I try to make it really simple for y'all with the marketing and all of the images and everything. So if the party makes, then you can go ahead and paint the painting. But it saves you so much time. And that's what I really struggled with when I was a teacher is, I had 850 students a week. And I remember like on Sundays, I would be trying to come up with the newest painting for my paint party business. And one Sunday I painted this painting. I spent the whole freaking day trying to come up with a new design, and it looked like crap. I mean, it was so bad. And I used all the wrong colors, like just so many things went wrong. And I looked at Bobby and I was like, I don't have any time to waste. I mean, Pixie was littler. She's 14 now, but she was probably like 6 or 7 at that time. And I was like, Bobby, I just don't have time. Like, I do not have time to waste and create a painting that will not work for my paint parties. Like, I just really, really was getting frustrated, and so wish there was somebody like me at that moment that could have been like, here's your designs, here's your marketing, here it all is. But I didn't have anybody to help, at that time. And so, yeah, it was really, really hard. And I remember working on this painting on a Sunday, and I said, Bobby, I am so mad. I was like, this painting sucks. I can't even use it. It's not going to sell. Like, you can kind of tell if a painting's going to, be good or not. And I was like, it's not even good colors. Like, I was just so frustrated. And he's like, but you got to paint all day. And, look at what you learned. You learned that those colors don't go together. And I was like, I guess, you always got to take on like, what did you learn? But again, I was, exhausted and did not have the extra time to spare, and just like, are you kidding me? So now my goal really is like, I want to create the best things for y'all so that you can just grab and go, grab and go. Like, we are getting, let's see, greater things are still ahead. We're getting ready after, Paint Party headquarters. We have the opening next week, and then we'll close the doors again till September. And the price will go up. And so we're getting ready. Like, once, Paint Party headquarters is closed, my focus will be on creating the best fall designs for all of Paint Party headquarters, because I want y'all to really have good success. Not good. I want you to have great success this fall. And that's the coolest part about a paint party business is, you can really have great success just with a couple of paintings. And that's what I love so much about teaching you. So I'm just adding this on here. And again, you could use a paint pen. You could probably even use a Sharpie, but I'm just using a liner brush. And then let me know how everybody's doing. Let me know if you use on your quotes, if you're going to trace it. Oh, thank you, Rosanna. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, fall. I know last year we had such a cute painting, The Witches Be Crazy. I know that one's going to be popular again. And I have some really cool stuff that I'm coming up with. I've been working on it in my brain. If you're a creative, you know what I mean. It's been working on in my brain for several weeks now. And I'm so excited to start getting drawings done and then official paintings done for y'all. Okay, so greater things are still ahead. You're not done yet. Oh, the yet didn't come on. Hold on. Let me add the yet. You're not done yet. I was like, that doesn't seem like I'm done. Isn't that funny? That doesn't seem like I'm done. I'm not done yet. Okay, so let me add this here. And for those of y'all that are just joined, again, my name is Heidi, and I teach you how to make money teaching paint parties. I'm going to add a little bit of black around here. And I am so excited for this next 3 days with y'all. So if you did not get a chance to paint this with me, I want you to text the word sunflower so we can make sure that you sign up and you know all the things about the event. In addition to, if we send a replay out, you'll be able to see the replay so you can paint it and be a part of the giveaway. So I'm going to be giving 3. You are so creepy. You didn't make any noise. He did not make any noise, y'all. Oh my gosh, you did not make any noise. So I'm going to give one more gift card away tonight and then just kind of give a recap on what is happening the rest of the week. So here's the painting. We kind of have it finished here. We're going to have a recap again for those of y'all that are... Oh my gosh. Earlier I was taking a sip and Bobby kept doing this. Listen. I wasn't even doing it. I was like, ah! He freaks me out. Yes, I think he's doing it on purpose too, Susie. Doing it on purpose. He's crazy. Okay, so here's the recap. I'm going to give one more gift card away tonight. And I want to let you know what's happening. Main thing is text sunflower to 817-373-5478. If you have not gotten that number, look at the top in the description. You're going to be able to grab it. So text sunflower. What's going to happen is immediately, we're going to send you a link where you can sign up to put your name and email so that you can get the tracer for this as well as the tracer for this. As well as the supply list, okay? You're also going to get the supply list. Now, tomorrow, me, Bobby, and Pixie, I'm going to be showing you how to do a guinea pig paint party. Not just teaching them, but also talking to you about how to do that. Oh, thank you, Heather. You're so awesome. Yeah, oh yeah, if you want to order a essential stencil, the coupon code's Texas Heidi if you want a discount. So really what I want you to do is be ready tomorrow. I cannot promise it won't get weird. I'm just going to tell you right now. With this guy and my daughter, things usually get weird. So I can't promise that it will not get weird, but what I can promise is that I'm going to be teaching them this painting, and I'm also going to be teaching you that, so it almost be like an over the shoulder. You're going to be hearing and seeing me teach it, but then also say, here's what I do in a paint party. Okay. There's so many great things. And then on day 3, so again, this is a 4-day event. On day 3, I'm going to be showing you kind of the how to get a paint party going. So if you want to book an in-person paint party, I'm going to be showing you how to do that again. Oh, here you go. Did you want to see this? so you can screenshot it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, thanks.
Not you, Becky. If you want to screenshot it. And then on the last day, I'm going to be kind of sharing with you the breakdown of how you can make a profit every party. This is the coolest thing about paint parties is you seriously can make a profit every party. And when I started this, and I couldn't go take out loans for a paint party business. And so I realized that with 10 people at $35 a person minus some expenses, you're looking at around $290 a profit. So there's so much excitement that can happen with this. And I always say it's not about paint parties. I'm all about sharing God's love through art. And I feel like this is something I get to do in a fun way. I get to do this. And then I also say you never know. You never know where this paint party adventure is going to lead you. This may be the first step to you doing murals. This may be the first step to you doing all kinds of stuff and collaborating and maybe building a business online. You just never, ever, ever know. So I'm so excited to share with you so many fun things that are going to be happening over the next 3 nights. And again, this all leads up to me opening the doors to Paint Party Headquarters. This is our 3rd year anniversary. We'll open the doors for about 5 days, and then we are going to be gearing you up for fall. We'll, of course, have fun summer stuff for you to use, but getting you ready for the fall season, and you don't want to miss out on that. I have some really cool stuff happening. So anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Erica, it starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central. So the next 3 nights, be ready for 6 p.m. Central. And we are going to be teaching you tomorrow. Like I said, I can't promise it won't get weird with me teaching my family, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you can be there. Thank you so much for being here. If you know somebody that may want to paint this, if you'll just tag them in it, that would be great. Or share it to your own page so you don't forget where it is. So if you can't find it, you can share it to your page so that you don't lose it. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a great night. And same time tomorrow night, I'll be here at 6 p.m. and I will see you there. Don't forget to text the word sunflower, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.